Hello again, everybody, and welcome on into baseball here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. We got a quadruple header of action for you, so let's get this going. We're going to New York to watch Mahale take on Rodon, Minnesota. Twins versus Yankees. Minnesota took care of the team that I can't remember. I should have done just a skosh more research. Minnesota beat Chicago. That's right. I got myself confused. I was like, there was a divisional matchup, but I don't remember who it was. Minnesota took care of Chicago. They've had a couple of days off now, so hopefully they can get into a rhythm or continue their rhythm after knocking out the White Sox. New York is a team that we haven't seen in the playoffs, and I kind of forgot they were in the playoffs. The AL East sent had a bunch of teams in contention there toward the end. Actually, they sent 3 teams to the playoffs, and we will be facing one of those 3 teams a little bit later tonight. We'll be in New York, and then we'll head to Atlanta for Game 2 of that series, Game 2 of the series in Los Angeles, and then we will finally be playing for the first time in a week tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So be sure to check it out if you want to watch it. Why is the CPU running so hard? Relax. I just restarted it. If you'd like more baseball, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll get you out to New York, and you enjoy the game. Thanks for watching.
This place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. What do we have on him?
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really change up and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All 3 very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
Royce Lewis stands in now and watches strike 1. Rodon ready. Here comes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Look out! And it hit him.
Now, Boog, I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
Now Correa up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Rodon, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. And now it's even up. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground to third, to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So they go quietly there, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back now in the Bronx, and on the mound in this one, Tyler Mahle. What should we keep an eye on here?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. Good eye right there. And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Rafael Ortega stands in. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
0-1.
The 0-1. And there's a ball. Called strike right there. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. On the ground. Polanco tosses to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton, certainly a physical presence, and Chris, one of the more imposing guys at the plate in the entire sport.
He's a force, and I think it's scary for pitchers thinking about making a mistake to him because you know you're not going to get that baseball back. He hits the ball so hard, you don't even have to watch him swing. You can just close your eyes and listen and know exactly who it is that hit the ball.
The other way, and he beats the shift.
Batting fourth,
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Man at first, and here is Anthony Rizzo. And that's in there for strike one. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. Stanton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The third baseman.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. In there for strike one.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Bounce to the left side. Tosses to first. Out number 3. Yanks strand a pair. We played an inning. No score. Back in the Bronx, top of the second. Here's Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That one way outside, ball 1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Center field. Bader should have it. Puts it away for the out.
The second baseman.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 6. The third baseman.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And now the lefty. And that one is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Twins retired in short order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. here in New York, bottom of the inning. Stepping in, Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber.
Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years or 2 years.
That's in there. That's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one hammered Buxton. Going back on this one. And he brings it into the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Harrison Bader in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next one misses, and that's ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back for more from the Bronx. On to the 3rd inning. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And there's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Max Kepler at the plate. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Jeffers gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Joey Gallo waits on deck. Flips the corner, 3-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering is fouled back. Rodon fires. Got him. Now 1 away. And now it's Joey Gallo. Popped up. And a foul ball. Gallo hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Rodon sets and deals. And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. Left-hand batter waits. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That's out to center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Jose Trevino.
The catcher,
Trevino, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2014. So 2 balls and no strikes. That's through there for a strike. The 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. And that's down and away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ripped into left center, base hit.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Kicks and fires. That's off the mark. Now 1 and 2.
That's a really good take.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. And the righty deals. Got him! And 1 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Rafael Ortega. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Ortega goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering upstairs. And he deals. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him. And there's 2 away.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
First offering misses the mark. One of the things to remember about Giancarlo Stanton, only 6 players took fewer games to reach 350 career homers. That's impressive. Swings and misses. Slider right there.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The next pitch misses. Full count now. Anthony Rizzo on deck for the Yankees. The pitch. Left field. Gallo in position. And that'll do it. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. On to the fourth now in game number 1. We're tied 0-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jose Miranda. The pitch. And a strike in there.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay to second. He's in there.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Go-ahead run on base. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. Flied out to center in his first at bat. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Correa, the runner at second with one away. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. That's off the mark. 2-2. And a curve misses outside. Jorge Polanco in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Hard liner. Stanton makes the play. Runner tags up for third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now at second base,
So up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
There's a strike. Next pitch is outside. Foul ball. Two. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings it across, and Polanco is out. That's the third out. One left for Minnesota, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Malley back to work. There's a strike.
Boog, when we talk about Anthony Rizzo defensively, one of the things I like as a former outfielder is his ability to handle foul territory and just negotiate that sidewall to make some incredible catches.
Next offering is downstairs. He's super aggressive, crashing at first base. He's one of the best throwers at first defensively. And, of course, he picks the ball in the dirt as well as anyone. Next offering is fouled back. 2-2 now. Stays alive. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Off the mark there. 1-0. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's towards center. Buxton sizing it up. Puts the squeeze on it. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber.
Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed.
That's inside.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a 3-0. And a foul ball. The 3-1 is on the way. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. And we are still scoreless. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Kyle Farmer.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Good eye right there.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Here's the 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Struck him out looking.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. That one outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball. In the air, right field. Stanton is there. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now batting Max Kepler. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That misses, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, foul off first. Rizzo under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Oswaldo Cabrera, singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
That one misses in the dirt.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Correa over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Harrison.
And now Bader up to the plate. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 0-1 now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
All over that one right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now, Jose Trevino. That one catches the corner for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Pickoff throw. Bader dives back. And the right-hander deals. Ball one there. Runner at second here, one gone. Check on the runner, and he's back safely. Swing and a chopper in plenty of time to first, and that is out number 2.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yoan on the ground, right side. Polanco tosses to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa. Third out. One hit, one left. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Back in New York, Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Rodon back to work. That clips the corner.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And it's even up.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two now. Bounced up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Royce.
Here's Royce Lewis. And ball 1. At the belt and fires. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Hard ground ball, base knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
First and second, no outs. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. Stanton makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Carlos Correa, 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Here comes the 0-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And here it comes. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now the lefty.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And it's filled up.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Bounced out to short, and that one finds its way through. Here comes the throw, and he's out.
Well, they're trying to put the pressure on him right there, try to score from second base on that base hit, and I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough to cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
So first and second with 2 outs. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. This guy with light tower power.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That one's in there, 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but let the bat on his shoulder.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Jorge Polanco now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. Correa, the lead runner out at second. Buxton on at first with 2 down. Bounce to third. LeMahieu. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Rafael Ortega. The right-hander back to work. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now back, the right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. You would think of Giancarlo Stanton with the big-time power as a baseball player, but he was actually recruited to play football at USC. Next pitch misses outside, and the count is 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, he's built like a superhero, so that doesn't surprise me at all. And one thing about him, as we talk about guys like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton in the same conversation in terms of exit velocity.
Righty to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. When you look at the common thread for guys that are elite level hitters, hitting the ball hard is a place you start. And Giancarlo Stanton is a guy that since he's been in the league has been right at the top of the list.
Yeah, Boog, Stanton has hit more 115 mile per hour plus home runs than any other player during the StatCast era.
8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Next offering is down low, and now it's 3-2. And that one in the air center field. Buxton moves under it. Snags it for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees.
And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo.
In the air, left side. Farmer on his way over. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. And welcome back. Now the third baseman, Kyle Farmer. The wind and the pitch. That's in there. Strike one. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tommy Kahnle up and loosening in the pen. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Next pitch is outside. This one popped up. Connor Falefa has a beat on it. One down.
Now back. Catcher. Ryan.
So up next,
Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers. And downstairs.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Rodon to 2-0. In the air out to center. Bader should have it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for Minnesota. the
And
right
now
fielder,
it's going to be Max Kepler. Just missed. Two balls, no strikes to count. The wind to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And it's fouled away. Left-hand hitter waits. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
new pitcher on here, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Joey Gallo. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The pitch. That one missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Righty delivers. Just missed. Kepler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a 3-1 on the way. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Royce Lewis. 1 for 3. First offering misses the mark. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Two outs. And that misses as well. First and second, 2 down. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So 2 down, and now for the Twins, Jose Miranda. First pitch just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That misses. Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And the righty deals. That's a little bit low.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
There's the strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
2 outs. Bases are full. In the air, out towards left center. Bader makes the play, and it's out number 3. Twins leave the bases loaded, but they still lead it 1-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. The wind of the pitch. And there's the strike. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. David Bednar warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Kimbrel getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. Check swing. Went around. And it's 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Polanco tosses to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. The tying run at the plate. Right side. Polanco tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Oswaldo Cabrera. And a foul ball.
No, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And misses inside.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
The pitch. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Tommy Kahnle on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 41, Tommy.
So digging in, Carlos Correa. Seeing you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The pitch. And that's in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Right-hander kick steals. Check swing. He held up. Now 1-2. The next offering misses. 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. First pitch, not close. Now 1-1. The 1-1. Good eye right there. And there's the strike. Right-handed reliever. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Polanco, the next to hit, takes outside. That's a slider for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Harrison Bader. Here comes a pitch. That's down and in. Action in the pen down there. Sir Anthony Dominguez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. The 1-0. Just missed.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next pitch is outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Rocco Baldelli out of the dugout now, and he's going to make a change. David Bednar takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
David Bednar.
No outs, runner at first. And next for New York, Jose Trevino.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
Gets the bunt down the right side. Goes to second. Safe there.
Oh, he's in there.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
And up next for New York, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Here's your 1. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next pitch misses way outside. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. The run comes in from second. We're tied at 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Rafael Ortega getting ready to hit. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Bunting, and he pops it up. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And the 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding a hole in the defense. Really important at bat coming up now.
So bases loaded with one away. Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul.
And I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next offering is down low. And that's a fair ball. One runs in, throws to second, in there, he's safe. They get some insurance as the runner scores from second, and it's 3-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Jorge Alcala on to pitch here.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Ball one, no strikes. Still only one out here in the inning. That one drifts inside. Next pitch is inside. And now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
So the bases are loaded here. One man gone. Now here is Gleyber Torres. First offering misses badly for ball one. And the pitch. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. And 2 away now.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Cabrera in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And now the count is even.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Next offering upstairs. Stanton, the runner at third. Rizzo at second. LeMahieu at first. 2 out of the inning. Lifted in the air out to left. Gallo in position. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. We're on to the 9th in game 1. Yankees 3 and the Twins 1. So they turn things over to the righty, Clay Holmes.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's the third baseman, Kyle Farmer. Holmes, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011. And he deals. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. And it is 2-1. And there's the strike. Got him swinging for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And here is Max Kepler. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Joey Gallo, the next Twin up to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In there, and it's 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next one misses. And the count 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight.
All right, so the 8th inning has been disastrous for the away team in a couple of these recent division series game. Go back to the Atlanta game, they score 9 in the 8th inning. Come over to this game, they score 3 in the 8th inning. But Minnesota maybe underrating them a little bit, maybe underestimating them a little bit. They had a 1-0 lead. It was a tight game, a good game. But New York comes through when they need to in the bottom of the 8th inning to provide Clay Holmes with his first save opportunity of the postseason, and he cashes in. David Bednar. Sorry, Bender is so great. David Bednar. There we go. 0.1 inning pitch. He gave up 3 hits, 2 earned, no strikeouts, no walks in the loss. Tommy Canal. 1 inning pitch, no hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Clay Holmes, your player of the game, which is interesting. 1 inning pitch, no hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Carlos Correa was 2 for 4 with a double. Royce Lewis 1 for 3 with a run. Buxton 1 for 4, knocked home a run, and Miranda. It's just they highlighted him 0 for 3. That feels kind of mean. Somebody else had a hit on the team. That's only 4 of the 6. Harrison Bader 1 for 2 with a double and a run. Anthony Rizzo knocked home 2 on a 2 for 4 day. When Carlos Stanton was also 2 for 4. Jose Trevino 1 for 3 with a run. All right. So the Yankees get out to a 1-0 series lead. See how Minnesota bounces back. I was thinking about it. Minnesota, they played tough games. They played tight games throughout this entire postseason. I believe both of their wins are by 1 run. So not surprising to see them in a tight game. So maybe we should be looking out for the Minnesota Twins a little bit more. We are going to head to Atlanta. Coming up next, you'll have Savale taking on Fried, as Milwaukee looks to bounce back from a devastating loss. I mean, it's not a good loss. They were not kind of like the loss you might think it was. It's 10-1, 9 runs in that 8th inning. Absolutely came apart. We'll see if Milwaukee can get back into the series. And we'll head to Los Angeles for Game 2. Chicago taking on Los Angeles. Los Angeles with a come from behind victory, forced extra innings before they walked it off. And then Tampa Bay and Seattle all finally be playing baseball again. cursing up a storm, I am sure. And that'll be later tonight, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you'd like to see any of those games, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you in a little bit, or maybe later, or maybe another day. Either way, thanks for watching. Go Sports.